Why do men like curves so much? Is it because society told us to? Because movies, Instagram, or culture made it popular? No, the truth goes way deeper. Actually 3.5 billion years deeper. It is wired from the first organism that ever lived to you watching this video. It is the reason why women are more picky than men, the reason why female frogs prefer males with the loudest, deepest calls. It governs all life and is in fact the biological purpose of life. In 2002, there was this guy named Neil Strauss. Short, kinda bald, wears nerdy glasses. He had no success with women, zero. Women saw him as invisible. He was a successful music journalist, interviewing rock stars and writing for Rolling Stone. But when it came to the dating game, total loser. One night, desperate and scrolling through some shady online forums, Neil stumbles on this underground world called the seduction community. It's full of guys sharing hacks to talk to women, claiming to sleep with thousands of women. They called themselves the pickup artists. He was intrigued and he went undercover as a journalist to write about it. But what starts as research turns into his total transformation. When you see curves, your brain isn't just admiring. Deep inside, your subconscious is scanning for something primal: survival. Here's the deal, our biological purpose is simple: to survive and reproduce. Every living thing on this planet runs on that same code. Eat, survive, reproduce, pass on your genes. That's the ultimate game of life. And attraction? That's nature's trick to make sure we play the game right. When you see wider hips, your brain reads safe childbirth. Bigger bust? Your brain reads well-nourished, good at feeding a baby. A healthy, curvy body? Your brain reads strong, fertile, capable of carrying life. It's not just about making a baby, it's about making sure the baby survives. That's why these features trigger something deep in men. These traits don't come from culture, they're written in our code. Now flip it. Why do women get drawn to tall guys, strong jawlines, men with money or influence? Same code. Height meant protection. Strength meant better genes. Resources meant safety, food, and shelter for her and her kids. It all loops back to one thing. Our entire biology is tuned for survival and reproduction. When a male frog lets out his croak, he's signaling to females that he's primed and ready to mate, blasting his availability across the water. The louder and deeper the call, the more females flock to him. A loud and deep croak demands serious energy, which says the frog is in peak condition with robust health and vitality. Deeper tones often mean he's bigger, as larger bodies produce lower frequencies, signaling strength and dominance. Females are selecting genes that give their tadpoles an edge, traits like inherited size for dodging predators, energy reserves to endure food shortages or harsh weather, and the resilience to survive in brutal, predator-packed ponds. Now, look at humans. The same biological logic plays out, just in subtler ways. Males, in theory, can father countless children with minimal effort, just energy spent in the act itself. But for females, the investment is enormous. Months of pregnancy, the strain of childbirth, and years of nurturing. She can only carry one life at a time, and every choice matters. So nature designed her to be selective, to seek strength, stability, and traits that promise survival. What we call being picky is, in truth, evolution's wisdom at work. A built-in safeguard to ensure that life, against all odds, goes on. When Neil Strauss figured this out, it changed everything. He shaved his patchy, half-bald head for a clean, confident look. He fixed his slouchy posture to stand tall and strong, giving off vibes of health and confidence. He grew a beard to highlight his jawline, a natural sign of masculinity and high testosterone that screams strong genes. He even wore thick-soled shoes to add a bit of height, tapping into the tall, protective vibe women instinctively want for safety. But for humans, attraction goes beyond physical features. It's about survival in a more complex world. A baby doesn't just need strong genes. It needs resources, stability, and care to flourish. Neil understood that. He worked on his social skills, talking to people, learning how to connect, and reading books to become more interesting. He aimed to be a high-value man, someone with charm, confidence, and the ability to lead and provide. Every step was planned to make him naturally attractive. The result? A complete transformation. Neil went from looking like a 3 to a solid 7, just through posture, grooming, and presence. Add in his confidence, charm, success, and social skill. And to women, he was a 9. The once invisible guy was now magnetic, catching eyes everywhere. He went from rejection after rejection to sleeping with hundreds of women. A living example of how understanding biology and working with it can rewrite your story. And here's the wildest part. None of this is conscious. You don't wake up thinking, those hips look good for childbirth. No. Your subconscious makes that call instantly. By the time you feel attraction, your biology has already decided. So when people say it's just preference, nah, it's not random. It's billions of years of evolution, whispering in your ear.
This person can help your genes live on.
That's why men are drawn to curves, while women are attracted to men who are tall, strong, and resourceful. Because at the end of the day, your brain isn't chasing trends. It's chasing survival and reproduction. And in today's world, reproduction starts with a conversation, a text. That's where Wingman AI comes in. It's your modern survival tool, helping you say the right thing, build real attraction, and stand out effortlessly. You can even chat with WingGod, your personal coach inside the app, and it'll give you the most effective proven responses for any situation. Check the link in my bio to try it out. Thank you for watching.